him come in last year and, obviously take less of a role offensively and really concentrate more on his defense, and sacrifice so much, win an SEC tournament championship, and then obviously come onto this year, change positions, play point guard for us, and obviously do a little bit of both offensively and defensively, and to win another SEC championship and go to a Final Four. Obviously that evaluation's paid off.
Where was his defense then compared to where it is now?
So when he was at FIU, you could tell in moments when he had a tough matchup, he would really lock down and look to defend. But he had to put up so much energy offensively because he was their best offensive player that he didn't do it for 40 minutes like he does now. So we knew that with the right team, he'd probably be a little more locked in, a little more engaged defensively. It just, obviously coming up to this level and playing less minutes allowed him to do so.
Yeah, speaking of matchup, Clayton, it's going to be the guy who's across. Just the challenges you're facing him and trying to.
It's going to be Miles, right. It's Hogg. It's going to be all of them because we do so much switching. They all got to be ready to step up and obviously that challenge. He's such a unique player because most of the time you think it's a bad shot and it's a good shot with him because he can make it if you can just see the rim. So our guys really got to be locked in. Got to stay in the stands for 40 minutes. Can't get hit on screens. Got to communicate our actions, and we just got to make his life a little more difficult. We let him move around in space way too much in the first game. We let him be comfortable, which is something that we've talked about all week. So we had to do a better job with that and really crowd his space and make sure he feels us the entire game.
We've talked about effort and energy on defense all tournament long, how big that's been for y'all. Guys back there were saying, probably the Florida game was one of our worst in that area. Is that kind of just that looks like, hey, turn it around in that area and you have a good shot against these guys?
Sounds easy, but they're so damn good offensively that, we could have been working really hard and they still were able to execute because they're the number 2 offense in the country for a reason. So, yeah, we definitely, we just messed up on a lot of different assignments that, I think effort and energy could help us with. But at the end of the day, you can still play hard as shit and, they can still make you look like you're moving a step slow because that's how good they are. But, yeah, I think our guards and even our bigs have got to do a better job of being at the level, impacting our guards more, running them off the three-point line, and that's one of the biggest adjustments that we got to make coming into this game.
Coach, what do you tell your team about shooting in a dome?
Nothing. I think if you talk about it too much, it gets in their heads. So we haven't said one word about it. I think that the NCAA has done a great job with the backdrop here, and it seems to be pretty dark. Now, when there's fans out there, it could be completely different, but we don't even address it because we feel like that's something that can just get into our guys' heads. And listen, the basketball's the same size, the rim's the same size. Just shoot the damn thing and let it go in.
How would you describe Denver as a defender? I mean, the numbers that Sherry talked about.